Hello guys, welcome to Pese Charles Hair Channel. Welcome to another DIY video of mine. So in this video, as you can see, I made a long braided wig with brown base and white body, and additionally I added beads. So if you want to know the start or finish, or you want to know how I did it from starting to ending, follow me through and watch this video. Welcome back. So let's get to business. So you have your mannequin head. As you can see in this video, I wore this mannequin head, this yellow nylon. You know why? Because I have a lot of join on my mannequin head, and I'm going to be drawing lines on my lace net. I don't want it to alter each other, so I want the line on my that I'm going to be drawing on my lace net to be visible. I don't want the line on my mannequin head to disturb the line that I'm going to be drawing on this lace net. I want it to be easier for me to differentiate the line. So I wore the mannequin head this nylon so I can be able to see the lines I'm going to be drawing on this lace net. You understand as you watch this video. So after I wore the lace net on the mannequin head, I used the pin to hold the lace net, so when I'm ventilating, it will not pull off. So after using the pin to hold the lace net, I drew the front line. If you want to know how to draw your hairline on your lace net, I have a video for it. Go to my channel, you will see the video. So after drawing my lace line, I started demarcating the lines I want to ventilate my hair into. So this particular line I'm drawing, I used a tape rule to measure the line, the width, the length and everything, but I forgot to video when I was using the tape rule to measure, so please bear with me. So if you want a video of it, maybe when I do a next DIY video, I'll make sure I video it. So as you can see, I even used the tape rule to measure the size, that's the box I want, the size of the box of the hair I want. I videoed this one, thank God. So I think it's 2 inches. I measured this, it's 2 inches. So I did the back too, measured with the tape rule, and did the boxing and all that the same way I did the front. I did the back hair also. So after lining all the nets, the main work starts, the ventilation. So you don't want to stress yourself and be ventilating the whole net. The reason why I lined this net is to make this ventilation process easy for me, because I don't want to ventilate the full net. So I lined it to this box shape. So for me to get the ventilation of this box shape, I ventilated 3 lines of each of the 4 corners. Do you get? We are making a box braid. So for the box, you have 4 corners. So I ventilated 3 lines. So 3 lines for the first corner, for the second corner, third and fourth. Do you understand? So after ventilating 3 lines of each, then you will see there's a space in the middle. When you braid it, even if when you braid it, there will be space, and you'll be seeing the free net. You don't want the free net to show. So I started ventilating small, like I spaced it inside. So when I plait it, you will not see any fault. Don't worry, you will see what I'm doing. This is going to be easier for you. You don't need to ventilate the full net to get what you are doing, because that is the hard way. So far you are making a box braid. This process is the most easiest process. Is when you are doing Ghana weaving or any other braid, then you can ventilate the full net. But for box braid, this process is the best, trust me. So I'm done ventilating this particular box. You can see the final outcome. It has what I said, everything is covered. So I did the rest. I did the second one. The second one came out perfect too. You can also do yours like this. So for the front line, I had to follow this front line that I drew. Do you understand? I had to follow it. It's not going to be straight, so you need to follow your hairline. The hairline I drew, I followed it for me to be able to do this front one. You can see the first one I did, the first 2 front line I did is perfect. This is the third one I'm doing for this side of the hair. So after doing this part of the hair, I'm going to be doing the other side the same way I did the first part of this front hair. Do you get? So the same way I did it, that's what I'm going to be doing the other parts too. You can see the other part is completed. It's time for me to do the back. I've done the back. Is even remaining one. I forgot to video the back because I was just doing the hair, and it's not every time I have strength to video. You can see the full ventilation is completed. One more thing, the edges. It was a full lace wig without edges, so I had to ventilate the edges for, you know, our beauty. So it's now time to braid the hair. As you can see, I said a brown base and a white body. So it is now time to do our knotless braid. So if you want to learn how to do knotless braid, continue to watch this video from here. I will leave you guys for now and come back. I'm back. So you can see I finished doing the knotless braid for the full hair. So it's now time to do the finishing to get my desired length of hair. So as I was finishing the hair, I was also adding beads to it immediately, so it will not stress me. I don't want to finish it then start adding beads, so I just did the process together. Finish the hair, add the beads, then tie the tips. This is what the process I am doing for the hair. So watch. So I am done finishing the hair and adding beads. You can see the hair is already getting its beauty. So then I trimmed the hair. I started trimming my hair, trimming the extra strand coming out from each braid. Trimming that. As I was trimming, I was cutting the tip. You know, when I added the bead, I tied it, there will be leftover tip. So I was cutting it so I can be able to burn it. We're going to burn it. I'm not going to leave it like that. We're going to burn it since it's a wig. Yeah, it's not what I'm going to be wearing once. As in, it's not my hair. I'm making the hair that I will just leave the down, not burnt. So it's a wig. It's what people are going to be wearing continuously. So you don't want it to get loosened and the bits to fall out when you have not worn the wig to your satisfaction. So I need to burn the tip. Do you understand? So watch me trim the hair, cut the tip, then burn it with candle. So as you can see, I'm done burning the tips of the wig. We are 100% ready. So I had to put the hair in hot water. Do you know why you need to put your attachment in hot water? Because like this attachment is heavy and it's standing. So when you put it in hot water, it's going to mellow down. You even see the difference, and the weight of the wig is also going to reduce. Do you understand? So you need to put the hair into hot water to get that sweet and smooth surface of your attachment or your braided wig. So I'm done putting hot water. You can see the water is even dripping from the braided wig. So I'm going to leave it to dry. It's already dried at this process. It's dried. I even took it out to the sun to get a good picture in video. Our braided wig is ready. So I packaged the wig for the person I'm going to be giving. It's not for me, it's for a customer, so I had to package it. Please, if you love this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell so be the first one to get notified whenever I post a new video. How do I look now? Look at the wig on my body, look at the lens, it's reading my bum bum. Peace.